Hi friends, happy Wednesday. So the last couple days we've just been talking about shapes, in particular prisms and pyramids. Remember, prisms are just three-dimensional objects that match their shape. So like a cereal box would be a prism. Whereas when we're talking about pyramids, they have triangular sides, but we base the pyramid on its base. So if it has a square base, it would be a square pyramid. If it has a triangle base, it would be a triangle pyramid. So today we're going to take that knowledge of shapes and we're going to apply it to a review of perimeter. A lot of you are like, are you kidding me, Mrs. Loggy? We did this when we were younger. I know, but we have to make sure that you guys remember this and how to solve for it. So target for today is I can find the perimeter of shapes using the formula P equals S plus S plus S plus S. P stands for perimeter, you got it, and each one of those S's, each stands for a side. And obviously it could be S plus S plus S. There could be 6 S's depending on how many sides. So the whole point of this is the formula to find perimeter is add up all the sides. Really short and sweet, add up all the sides. That's all perimeter is, and don't forget. So perimeter is measurement of the distance around the objects. You'll notice that my arrows show that they're going all the way around. I always start at the top and then work my way around just to make sure I don't leave anything out, make sure that I don't double write down anything. And yes, you're going to have to write some information down. I know some of you are like, oh, I can do it in my head. I get it. But as numbers get more complicated and as our skill gets a little bit more technical, it's going to be good for you to be in that habit. So I wrote P equals, and we have a trapezoid. So P equals 5 for the top, 6 for the right side, 8 for the bottom, and 6 for the left side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those up. 5 and 6 is 11, plus 8 would be 19, plus 6 would be 25. When I look at the figure again, M is meters. And I don't square this, I don't cube this, I don't do any exponents with this. The perimeter of this shape will be 25 meters. That's it. That's all you're going to write. Okay, so the next two we're going to look at. We're going to look at this rectangle. The rectangle has a length of 12 and a height of 3 or a width of 3, however you want to say it. Notice there are only 2 numbers. That does not mean we're just going to do 12 plus 3 to get our perimeter. We have to use all of the sides. But because it's a rectangle, I know that the top and bottom would be the same. So I would repeat that, and then I know left and right side would be the same. So I would have 12 and 12, so 12 plus 12 plus 3 plus 3. So when I look at that, 12 and 12 is 24, plus 3 and 3 is 6, and I know 24 plus 6 is 30, and the label is inches, so it'd be 30 inches. Triangles, you do the same thing, but with this one, because triangles, and this happens to be an equilateral triangle, all 3 sides are the same. So you could do 5 plus 5 plus 5, so perimeter equals 5 plus 5 plus 5. But because an equilateral triangle and a square would have sides that would all be the same, you could do 3 times 5, because there are 3 sides that have a value of 5. So both would give us 15, and the label is centimeters. This would also give us 15, and that's centimeters. And know that you can only multiply. Listen to this. You can only multiply if all the sides are the same. Only multiply if all the sides are the same. So the rectangle above, we couldn't do any multiplication unless you did 12 times 2 here instead of 12 plus 12, but that kind of can confuse you if you're struggling at all. So just know that the only reason I multiplied down here is because all 3 sides were the same, so I took 3 sides and multiplied by their length, okay? So now if we have this weird shape, it kind of looks like a smushed, I don't know, it's a smushed something. I don't even know what I was going for on that. So you do it the same way. It doesn't matter if it's a shape that you're comfortable with or a shape that you don't really know or a shape that you've never seen before. It doesn't really matter. You're still just going to start at the top. That's where I always start. And do 25 plus 4 plus 4 plus 25 plus 4 plus 4. So you can add all that up. So I would do 25 and 25 first and get 50, and then 4 and 4 is 8, plus 4 more is 12, plus 4 more is 16. And I would get 66 centimeters. The other way you could do it is you could say, okay, well, I know 25 and 25 is 50, plus 4 and 4 is 8, plus 4 and 4 is 8. So I just grouped the sides that had similar, but I made sure that I made note and I circled what I've already used. So 50 plus 8 would be 58, plus 8 more would be 66. So you get the same answer, okay? And make sure you label. So let's do one more. This is kind of like a sideways, backwards L. And again, you're going to do it the same way. It doesn't matter that the shape is weird. It gives us all of the numbers and all of the information. So I'm going to group. I'm going to do that top and then that side. So 2 and 2 is 4. And then I'm going to combo the long flat and then the short little stumpy side. So 10 plus 2 is 12. And then I'm going to do the bottom plus the left side. So 15 plus 4. And get 19. So now 4 plus 12 would give me 16. And then 16 plus 19. 6 and 9 is 15. 1, 2, 3. So I'd get 35 meters. So again, perimeter. It doesn't really matter how you add up all the sides as long as you're adding up all the sides together. Okay? Linked below or back in Google Classroom, whichever is easiest for you to get to it. Tomorrow we're going to go into area. So if you have questions today, make sure you reach out in Google Chat, do a video message with me. I'm meeting with lots of you in this way, and it's been super fun to connect with you and answer your questions right as you're working on your homework versus having to try to go back and help you out with the test or other things, which I'm there to do all those things, but just know that I'm here for you, even if it's a really quick 2-minute short video chat just so we can talk through what you're confused about, and then we can move on about our merry way. Have a great night, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.